You wake up on the couch and you can't remember falling asleep. Your head is splitting. Not a normal headache. Your skull feels like it's being crushed from the inside. Every heartbeat sends a fresh wave of pain through your temples. You try to stand up and your legs collapse under you. You're on the floor now, confused. Your vision is blurry. The room is spinning. You reach for the coffee table to pull yourself up and your hand misses by 6 inches. Your depth perception is gone. You try to call out for help, but the words won't form. Your mouth moves, but nothing comes out right. Slurred, garbled, like you're drunk except you haven't had anything to drink. Something is very wrong. You try to think, try to figure out what's happening, but your thoughts keep sliding away before you can hold on to them. You were doing something. What were you doing? Why are you on the floor? You close your eyes. Just for a second, just to stop the room from spinning. And when you open them again, you realize you can't move your arms anymore. You're not panicking. You should be panicking. But your brain isn't making the connection between what's happening and danger. You just feel heavy, tired, like you're sinking into the floor. Your breathing is shallow. You don't notice. Your heart is racing. You don't feel it. Your brain is suffocating, cell by cell, synapse by synapse, and you're lying there thinking you just need to rest. Just need to close your eyes for a minute. You don't know you're dying. That's the trick. Carbon monoxide doesn't kill you like a predator. It kills you like a friend. Gentle, quiet, lulling you to sleep while it shuts down every system in your body, and you never fight back because you never knew you were under attack. It starts with something mundane. You're not doing anything dangerous. You're running the space heater in your bedroom because the landlord hasn't fixed the furnace yet and it's freezing outside. Or you're grilling inside because it's raining and you're hungry and you'll just crack a window. It'll be fine. Or your car is idling in the garage while you scrape ice off the windshield and you don't think about the fact that the garage door is closed. Or your gas stove has been making a weird smell lately, but not a strong smell, and you figure if it was dangerous, you'd know, right? Wrong. Because carbon monoxide doesn't smell like anything, it doesn't taste like anything, it doesn't look like anything, it's invisible, odorless, colorless. Your body has no way to detect it. No warning system, no alarm bells. Natural gas, the stuff that powers your stove and furnace, has a smell added to it specifically so you'll notice leaks. That rotten egg smell, that's intentional, that's a safety feature. Carbon monoxide doesn't have that. It's pure, silent, undetectable. And it's being produced right now in millions of homes, cars, garages, basements, anywhere something is burning. Gas, wood, charcoal, gasoline, oil, carbon monoxide is being created. Usually it vents outside. Usually there's enough airflow that it never builds up to dangerous levels. But sometimes there's a crack in the furnace, a blocked chimney, a poorly ventilated space, and the carbon monoxide has nowhere to go, so it just accumulates, mixing with the air you breathe, entering your lungs with every breath, and you have absolutely no idea. Here's what makes carbon monoxide so insidious. It doesn't poison you, it tricks you. When you breathe, oxygen enters your lungs and binds to hemoglobin in your red blood cells. Hemoglobin is like a taxi service for oxygen. It picks up oxygen in your lungs and delivers it to every cell in your body. Your brain needs it, your heart needs it, your muscles need it, your organs need it. Without oxygen, your cells die. Fast. Carbon monoxide looks just like oxygen. Same size, same molecular structure, close enough that your hemoglobin can't tell the difference. So when carbon monoxide enters your lungs, your hemoglobin picks it up, loads it into the taxi, and starts driving it around your body. Except carbon monoxide isn't oxygen. It doesn't fuel your cells, it doesn't keep you alive, it just takes up space. And it binds to hemoglobin 200 times more tightly than oxygen does, which means once it's attached, it doesn't let go. Your red blood cells are full, but they're full of the wrong thing. Your heart is still pumping. Your lungs are still breathing, but your blood isn't delivering oxygen anymore. It's delivering poison, and your cells are starting to suffocate. The symptoms don't feel like suffocation. You don't gasp for air. You don't feel like you're drowning. You just feel off. A dull headache, nausea, dizziness, fatigue. exactly like the flu, exactly like food poisoning, exactly like a migraine coming on. Nothing that screams danger, nothing that makes you think, I need to get out of this room right now. So you don't leave. You sit down, you lie down, you close your eyes and wait for it to pass. And the whole time, you're breathing in more carbon monoxide, more hemoglobin getting hijacked, more oxygen getting blocked, more cells dying. Your brain is the first thing to fail. It uses 20% of your body's oxygen supply despite being only 2% of your body weight. It has no backup, no reserves, it needs constant oxygen or it starts shutting down. So, when carbon monoxide blocks oxygen delivery, your brain goes first. Not all at once. Gradually, your thoughts get slower, foggier. You can't concentrate. You lose track of what you were doing. You try to stand up and your balance is gone. You stumble. Your legs feel weak. You sit back down. You think about calling someone, but you can't quite figure out who or why. The thought slips away before you can act on it. You're getting dumber in real time, losing cognitive function minute by minute. And you don't have enough brain power left to realize what's happening. That's the nightmare. You're dying, and you're too impaired to save yourself. There was a college student who died in his apartment. He'd been complaining to friends for days that he felt terrible. Headaches, exhaustion, nausea. He thought he was getting sick. His roommate was fine. Never felt anything. Turns out the student's bedroom was directly above the water heater, and the water heater had a cracked vent. Carbon monoxide was leaking into his room every night while he slept, 8 hours a night. Breathing poison, his hemoglobin filling up with carbon monoxide instead of oxygen. He'd wake up feeling terrible, go to class, feel better by afternoon once the carbon monoxide had cleared from his system. Then he'd go home, go to bed, and poison himself all over again. He texted his girlfriend one night saying he felt really sick, really dizzy. He was going to bed early. She found him the next morning, still in bed, eyes open, not breathing. He'd been 20 years old. The water heater had a crack the size of a dime. What makes carbon monoxide deaths so haunting is how peaceful they look. People don't thrash, don't convulse, don't show signs of struggle. They just look like they're sleeping because they are sleeping, sort of. They lost consciousness. Their brain shut down. They stopped moving, stopped waking up, but they kept breathing, kept pulling carbon monoxide into their lungs. Their heart kept beating, slower and slower, weaker and weaker, until eventually it just stopped. Not from damage, from starvation. The heart needs oxygen, constant oxygen. It's one of the most energy-demanding organs in your body. When the blood it's pumping doesn't contain oxygen anymore, when every hemoglobin molecule is carrying carbon monoxide, instead the heart runs out of fuel. It doesn't attack itself, it doesn't rupture or fail mechanically. It just stops, like an engine running out of gas, and you're gone, peacefully, quietly, without ever knowing what killed you. Here's the part that should terrify you. This happens to people who are being careful. A family uses a generator during a power outage. They run it in the garage, not the house. They're not stupid, they're not reckless, but the garage is attached. And carbon monoxide seeps through cracks, under doors, through ventilation. It fills the house slowly. Over hours, everyone goes to bed feeling fine, and they never wake up. A woman lights her gas oven to heat her apartment because her heat is broken and she can't afford to fix it. She's done it before. Everyone she knows has done it. It's common, except her oven has a small malfunction she can't see. It's producing more carbon monoxide than it should. She falls asleep on the couch, never wakes up. A man starts his car in the garage on a cold morning, leaves it running to warm up, forgets to open the garage door. He's inside the house, not even in the garage. He should be fine. But carbon monoxide doesn't stay where it's produced. It spreads evenly, silently. 20 minutes later, his wife finds him collapsed in the kitchen. He survives, barely, but he's not the same. Memory problems, confusion, difficulty walking. His brain went without oxygen long enough to cause permanent damage. The cruelest part is how cheap the solution is. A carbon monoxide detector costs $20. $20. For a device that screams at you when the air you're breathing is killing you? That's it. That's the entire prevention, but most people don't have them. Or they have them and the batteries died 2 years ago and they never replaced them. Or they have them, but they're installed wrong, too high on the wall, too far from the source, so they don't detect the buildup until it's too late. And people keep dying, not because they're stupid, not because they're reckless, but because carbon monoxide is invisible, and humans are very bad at protecting themselves from threats they can't see. We're good at avoiding things that scare us, that look dangerous, that smell wrong. But carbon monoxide doesn't trigger any of those instincts. It just makes you tired, makes you want to rest, makes you stay exactly where you are while it kills you. You think you're getting the flu, you think you need to sleep it off, and by the time someone finds you, you're already dead. Peaceful, quiet, like you just fell asleep and forgot to wake up. That's why it's called the silent killer. Not because it's violent, but because it kills you so gently, you never even fight back.